Hi, welcome to another edition of Senko Computer Systems Screencast on DIS, or Doctor's Information Systems. Today's screencast is part 2 of billing. There is a part 1, so if you haven't gone over part 1, please do so before you go over part 2. It'll be extremely helpful. In part 2, we are going to go over billing by demand, meaning that billing for a specific patient, a specific charge, and or a specific claim. In part 1, we just went over generically how to create a billing batch. In part 2, we are going to do demand billing. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is go to the very top and select billing, and then you'll see a drop down called Billing Wizard. Select that. In there, once you do that, a Billing Wizard form will open. In part 1, we went over creating a new billing batch. In part 2, we are going to go over billing by selecting a patient, charge, and or claim. So let's select that option and select next. Now at this stage, I have the option of searching by claim or searching by a patient. And when I search by patient, I can either search by patient number, last name, first name, so on and so forth. So let's search by a claim. I have a claim number, it's 7554. I'm going to hit search. It found the claim. The patient is Pasha Steve, and these are all the charges. So let's just select this charge and this charge. At this stage, I can either say that I'm done and just hit next, or I can add the selected charges to the batch. And now I have the option of selecting more charges from another patient. So now this time let's select by patient and then enter in the patient number. So 1002. I'm going to hit search. 3 charges comes up. I'm going to select the middle one. And notice that I already have 2 charges selected. So once I do this add selected charges, this should change to 3. It did. So let's say I'm finished. So I selected a total of 3 charges, 2 from one patient and 1 from another. So let's select next. And this is just to confirm the charges that were to bill, and there are 3 charges, 2 from this patient and 1 from this patient. So select next. It's going to create 2 billing batches because one patient was a Medicare patient, the other was not a Medicare patient. Finish. And there we have it. It created 2 billing batches. Notice that one is a Medicare billing batch, the other is a HCFA one. If I expand the Medicare one, notice that I have a total of 2 charges in that claim. And if I expand the other claim, notice that I have only one charge. So that basically concludes our screencast on doing demand billing. Again, just like in part 1, I can right click on it and transmit it, view it on a HCFA, or export it, so it's basically the same thing. Again, to highlight, we created a demand billing by selecting a patient or selecting charges on a patient. And we went through the wizard. This concludes our screencast, and hope this was helpful, and hope to see you in our next screencast. Thank you.